from the Angry Mike umbrella with Angry Mike episode number 5. We're going to talk a little bit about some stuff, some people, some issues. And like I said, you never know what I'm going to say next or what I'll say about somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'll say what people are afraid to say. One thing I'll tell you I'm upset about is I bought a house and had the roof redone on it. And apparently the roofer didn't do it correctly a few years back. And so now starting to rot. I had to replace piece yesterday. And it's just a real pain in the ass is what it is. So I am upset about that a little bit. But there's nothing here what I'm going to talk about now. Let's start off with, that's what it was. Cookie. Let me get started on this. It's really hilarious. We touched a little bit of this last night on Galactic Gumbo. HasLab, people who, Hasbro putting out items that they won't put in the retail store because they're afraid that they're going to be shelved. Last year they did the Star Wars sail barge, wherever it was. Massive thing. Rick got one of those things. This thing is so freaking huge. And it like doubled in price. They got it up there. Then you got Collector doing Snake Mountain, got funded. Huge, massive thing. HasLab comes back. You know what? Hold my beer. I want to do something even better. We got a 3-foot fucking talking cookie monster. Don't nobody want no goddamn cookie monster unless they're a damn pedophile. And the limit is 5. That makes no sense to me. I think the limit on the cell barge was like 2. So yeah, they come up with a 3-foot cookie monster that has like a skeleton underneath it, motion sub, all that. I don't understand it. I find it very strange. It's $2.99. They have to have 3,000 backers, I believe is what it was. Let me look, see if I can find it real quick. And we'll look at it real quick together as a group. Of course, let's see. Let's see. This here is the what they did for is the whatchamacallit, the barge, which is amazingly done. Extremely well done is what it is. Where is it? Let's see if this is it. Now there's this stupid thing about cell barge. How bad it is that you can't even find it pulling up HasLab. So I think it's a joke. Let's punch in Cookie Monster. Here we go. They got videos of this. That's not what I want. Let's see. Image results. We'll do it. Image results. Oh, God, it's so stupid looking. All right. I ordered Snake Mountain. Yeah, that Snake Mountain, what was it? A few $100s? Man, it was kind of quite a few. So yeah, here's the images, and they got some blurred out for some reason. I'm sure because of, I'm not for sure. I think it's because, I mean, come on, really? He's like, here, pull my finger. I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, what do these two people have to be happy about? I mean, you think y'all? I mean, you think parents are going to pay $300 for a 3-foot Cookie Monster? I wouldn't. I think most of these images are going to be the same. The blur one, I don't know what it is. Maybe that's a picture of his junk that he can show, or his anus. Because I'm telling you, the only people getting this are people panel vans and porn stashes is what it is. Yeah, this here is the joke. I mean, you could do so many different kinds of crowdfunding. 600 on payment plan. Okay. You have to have 3,000 of these back. Last I looked yesterday, it was like 100 and something, I think. I don't really think, I mean, Dakota says that there are a lot of people that do this like puppet stuff, you know, and I find it to be, you must be a screwball to do shit like that. Of course, that's coming from a guy who collects Transformers and G.I. Joe. But, and Pops, you know, that's no better, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, this is a big, you know, poop emoji is what this fucking is. Biggest piece of garbage I've ever seen. Not much you can really go into detail or commenting about this, but it's garbage is what it is, period. The next thing I'll go into, and let's see if I can find an image that I mind using. Might get in trouble for it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You know, I know I'm a YouTuber. I'm not as big as a lot of other YouTubers. Let's find it here. We'll have my phone. All right, let's have some fun now. We're going to dismiss this one. New screen share. Screen share. Boom. All right. Optibottomus can be a cool guy sometimes, but sometimes he can be kind of a narcissistic prick. I kind of ran on him before, but I didn't, you know, call him out on it. What I want to come to, what I think is very interesting. Granted, yeah, he has over 100 million, you know, 500,000 subscribers. No good for him. Yada yada yada. Now, let's see if I can find the post. I thought it was hilarious. He might have deleted the post. I think he did. Oh gosh. No, let's see if we go further down. When I can't remember when I saw it. I just thought it was hilarious. Tweet unavailable. I wonder if that was it. What's very funny is that, you know, he does a lot of toy reviews. People send him stuff, yada, 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 whatever the case may be. What's interesting is that he, you know, look how F you Taco Bell didn't get my beef and chili. I mean, let's be honest, you're diabetic. You shouldn't be eating that. Come on, this Skipatoria, no major thing happened. Let's see. Guess I think he might have deleted it because it was very narcissical about him. Anyways, what it is, you know, he does reviews. He goes to San Diego on someone else's dime, and you know, he's a so-called guest of theirs, or whatever the case may be. This is the guy who invited himself. He bought his own. I believe he bought his table at TFCon LA, and then listed himself as a special guest, but TFCon did not acknowledge him as being a special guest, which I thought was hilarious. He posted a tweet talking about how did it go? You know, what the F? all these other people getting these toys for San Diego Comic-Con to review, and I don't get anything. What's up with that? So basically, he is like wanting a handout. Basically saying, "Hey, why can't I have this for free and review it, and then possibly sell it and make money on it, or give it away to my patrons that give me money?" So, one thing I've noticed about YouTubers and stuff of that nature, it's all about the almighty dollar. I'm small enough to where I don't care about money whatsoever. I do this for shits and giggles, more giggles than shit. Um, but anyways, he had posted that where, hey, I want this, and why can't I have it? And why are you giving it to so and so? And yada yada yada. And it goes back to the point I said before. Dude was cool at one point. Now he's a dick. Period. That's all it's to. He's a major dick. I don't like him as much anymore. I follow him for the fun of it. I go on all his YouTube videos and give him a thumbs down automatically without even watching it. Sometimes his video is good, but I give him a thumbs down because I want to be the guy who thinks outside the box. But yeah, he came to a show here locally. I've talked about before, and Rick lost his. Thought it was funny why I said, this guy needs to lick my taint, and I still stick by that. He can kiss the whole asshole as far as I'm concerned. He puts out his own personal information out there and stuff, and then people backlash on him, and then he gets all upset. Well, you know what? Don't put your political views out there, and don't put out your personal marital issues out there if you don't want people to talk shit about you, like me, what I'm doing right now, talking shit about you because you're a dick. So that's really all I can go into about that. I'm supposed to have a couple of co-hosts that wanted to come on, but maybe they're just a little afraid to come on. Maybe they're afraid to, whatever the case may be. Another subject I'll get into. And the funny part is I cannot remember the Facebook group. It's one of the and that's one thing with the G.I. Joe community, even Transformers or any collectible. There's hundreds of groups. Some have anywhere from 100 below to some of these pop groups have got tens to hundreds of thousands of members. There is a G.I. Joe group. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. Don't know why. Is because the reason is that it's who is it? It's let's see if I can find it real quick. Wow. Oh, it's someone's talking with oh gosh, good old John. Nope, John, we're gonna have to anchor face that. Yeah, good old Rob Ross to the G.I. Joe community. The G.I. Joe community's biggest scammer out there, who think he is God Almighty, and that everything he does, he sells, is gold and stuff of that nature. Trying to see. He has that Peddlers Post Boulevard or whatever. I went to the shop once, and we really didn't talk too much, but it was just, thought I'd check it out. Thought he was a cool guy at the time. Then he was kind of a major dick. Turned his nose up at me at Joe Con. Then he went on there talking about how the children, we were all the ones there helping, and he comes out there throwing out old broken O-ring figures. Let's see, what is the name of that group? Anyway, there's a group, and there's a guy who this is it. Sports chickens videos. Nope. Yeah, I'm just not finding. It was a group on Facebook. It was kind of, he took over the group or whatever the case may be, and so he runs it the way he wants to, and doesn't really, I guess, kind of I don't know. It's just he feels like his shit don't stink, and he can do and say what he wants to in this group, which he owns. He can do what he wants to now, I guess. But it's kind of the point of you know, the slightest thing that goes wrong, it's like you're you're banned, you're kicked out of the group, you're no longer allowed to be here. Um, they're very, they'll talk shit about you and then get you booted from other said groups. Man, Trader PX, that's what it was. That's what it was. Trader. Let's see if I'm still banned from that page. Yeah, here we go. Apparently, I'm not paying for it right now, but I think I was at one point. Yeah, so it's the G.I. Joe Trader PX. He owns it now, and a guy I know, he name is Brian, and apparently something happened. I don't know, and it was like kicked out. And if you're not part of the clique, you're not part of really their thing going on, you could say. So yeah, yeah, thanks, Chris. But yeah, I don't know what you could really say about it. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm not going to ask to join it because I'm really kind of part of too many jokes. Yeah, joke groups as it is. Uh, yeah, Rob Ross is still the biggest piece of trash in the joke community as there was to begin with. You know, he, I don't know what his deal is. If you just don't go by his rules or do whatever the case may be, then screw you. Basically, is what it matters too. So, and I wish the other guy was on here to talk about it, but he's not. So I guess I'll have to move on. I mean, Rob Ross, whatever. Trash. Cookie Monster, trash. Optibotamus, lick my tank, cocksucker. That's what I say. I like him to a degree, but then I hate him most of the time. Maybe that's bad of me. I don't give a shit. Here's something I usually don't touch into it too much. But, when you're a celebrity, people look at you a different way, wherever the case may be. And this goes towards Transformer Beast Wars, which I wish Josh was here for this, but he has not. Hold on a second. So, yeah, I guess he passed out. He had been drinking, I think. But anyway, and of course, when you read into it, it's a lot of, granted, a lot of people aren't happy with the president and stuff of that nature. I won't get into what I believe. What I don't believe in is a celebrity in the Transformer community who is not an American citizen, who talks trash about it at all given post and feels like he's justified for what he says when you're not an American citizen, you live in Canada. What's it matter what the hell happens down here? So I don't understand why you feel like you have, that you can say something, and you really can, I guess. I mean, you can, but it's kind of like, why? I mean, why do you feel like you have to degrade on us enough as it is? I mean, is that how you feel about all Americans? I mean, that's kind of kind of what I'm getting the point of, I guess you can say. Again, that would have been someone else who was supposed to be here to talk about that, which didn't happen either. So yeah, voice actor, I won't name names since Josh isn't here, which I was supposedly thinking he was going to, and he didn't. Let's see if it messaged me. Nope, he didn't. I'll be more happy to do it my goes depending on the topic. Oh, hold on. Paste. Link. Come on. That's something we can talk about. Man, I really want to talk about some of these things, but the people who were going to incite with me on them just didn't show up. I feel like sometimes people are afraid to talk about certain stuff. I don't know what the case may be, but Hopefully, let's see if he's going to come. I can. Oh, come on. Maybe Sport will join me and we'll talk. He can actually talk about Optimus. He don't like him either. So far, nobody has treated me bad, and I've been part of the group for about a year now. I was a member of that group for quite a while, a couple of years, probably 3 years, and then Rob Ross took over, and, and I think if I remember correctly, I don't even remember the reason that I was booted. I think it was something they just didn't like that I said. That whole group was supposed to. Um, I'll talk a little bit about Val's Kickstarter. People who do watch, he always has like 25 hours left to fund it. I'll talk about the naysayers and the Hiss Tank that are talking shit about him, which I don't believe in. I think it's bullshit. Someone who's trying to do something good for the community, people are like, oh, well, you're stealing the names and you're taking away from us. No, he's trying to give to you, but we'll get into that. Anyways, I was at, what was I talking about? Oh, Rob Ross's punk ass. That whole organization, group, page, whatever you want to say, supposed to go to Joe Fest. They had their like meetup all scheduled crap. And then it was, it's security to, if someone's going to San Diego, they need to hit me up. There's some stuff I want. Anyways, and he says, we need security. So basically what it is Rob Ross, in my opinion, I felt like was in fear of his life. Because I had said on one podcast that I called him out. I got no problem in fist fighting somebody and bad foot and all. I think he's a joke. I think he's a cancer in society. He has, they canceled because I think they were scared to come. I really do. Benny, text me later on. Let's talk. And it was more the point of, Ed went out that extra mile to give them security. He hired security, and then they canceled on him, which I think is bullshit. Rob Ross is a known scammer for used parts, selling them as vintage. That's just all it's to it, period. It's been proven he is on a bunch of lists as a known scammer. I would definitely stay away from him, in my opinion. He's the biggest piece of trash. You should do the bottle cap challenge live on your show. I want to know who the fuck started that shit. I think it's the biggest pile of garbage, to be honest with you. I think it's funny. There was actually one, some of them were cool, don't get me wrong. But I just think, dude, it's kind of like the Ice Book Challenge all over again. And it's like there was one, someone had done some pictures of his Hot Toys, Captain America and Iron Man. And so the first one is Iron Man swinging at a bottle on Steve and hits Steve in the head. Steve falls down. Steve's turn. He goes, basically, he's aiming for Tony's head. Tony irons up, and Steve hits the helmet and falls to the ground because his head hit the metal helmet, which I thought was pretty interesting. Let's see who just messaged me. Oh, Sport, what are you doing to me? Come on, come talk. Let's talk. Oh, something else. Sorry, I keep jumping around topics. Twitter. Let's see if I can get him to come on. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know. Let's get here. I don't know what Man, I just wish these people would have kept to their word and showed up. It'd been a lot easier. Toad Sport, come on, that's another topic we can talk about. Some of you, as you know, I do a lot of Transformers, and when I go on a hunt, I get real intense on finding what I want. If I want it bad enough, I'm going to get it one way or another. I'm going to go to multiple stores till I find it. It's like the inner child in me wanting to have it at that very moment, I guess is what it is. So I've been checking out a few Walmart's, Targets. And what's really funny about Walmart is that I'm in Arkansas, and this is the home office of Walmart's corporation. They have two big, huge distribution plants here, and they cannot even give us the current newest wave of Transformers state. But in all surrounding states, all of them motherfuckers have got all the new toys, which really irritates the shit out of me. And there's no issues in buying said because there's not a street date on them. Target, on the other hand, surrounding states who are getting them, I've been reading stories, and Sport, if he would come on, he could tell the story better than me, but what it would boil down to was that he found the new Springer. He picks it up, he goes to check out. They said you can't buy this till either the 26th or the 28th, can't remember which one it was. So they basically took it away from him, and the dumbasses went and put it right back on the shelf. So he goes and hides it. Now, he said earlier somewhere he found a red alert at Walmart, picked it up. And all good for him, good for him. I ordered mine from Hasbro Pulse. I'm going to pay the same, free shipping, so I just might as well just get it there and be done with it. Instead of steadily going to stores trying to find it, because one, you waste as much gas as what you'll pay in shipping anyways, is what I was always told by a friend. But and so anyways, and they damn alert, I'm sorry. So anyways, he doesn't have let's see if it said something. Talked about it. Okay, that's great. And anyways, so I go to my Target this morning, first thing this morning, 7 o'clock, or no, 8 o'clock. Get up and go down there. And so I'm looking, and I come across the Transformers, nothing new. Go around the next corner to the Marvel Legends, and there's a Siri from the Hulk Wave Adventures 2, and has the Hulk Build-A-Figure. And of course, I'm like, oh shit, I just don't want to buy one. I want to buy one. I want to buy the whole entire lot and build the Hulk. That's the reason why I even want any of these. So I get there, I go to the lady at the electronics, which I don't think she really likes me to begin with. I've had to deal with her before. I just think she thinks I'm a complete waste of her fucking time. Anyways, I end up dropping $175, so shut the fuck up. And she scanned the item, and I said, look, you got to have all these in order to make the Build-A-Figure. I'm looking for these. And of course, Target now will not tell you how many they have, which I find completely stupid. I don't understand why. So I show her on the back which ones I have. A few in the back. Few can mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4 fucking cases. I don't know what it can be. So I said, look, I have one. I need this one plus these. What I need. And so honestly, I probably waited about 5 minutes or so. And here she came, double armed, all of them in her hands. I'm like, awesome. So I got all 6 of them. And then a buddy of mine had picked up 2 reflectors, whatever you want to call them, from the Siege line of Transformers. And you have to have 3 of them in order to put to make the camera. And the one in North Little Rock, which is about a 20-minute drive from me, had them, and someone got them. So I'm at my Target, which is like a 2-minute drive down the road. And I said, hey, I got this picture of this UPC. Would you mind checking this as well? She scans it, and she says, okay, I'll be right back. And I told her, I said, it's a UPC. It's going to be a mixed lot. These are the 2 I'm looking for. And it's the reflectors. They're purple, have a little circle in their chest, yada, yada, yada. And she comes back with 2 of them. I'm like, oh, yes. Thank you. So here I am, got everything in my arms. I walk down to the scanner where you can scan, check out prices. So I get there and I scan the what was it? The I scanned the reflectors. Reflectors. It's reflectors who it is. They just don't have the license for the name as usual of Hasbro. And it scanned and it said item not found. So I'm thinking I'm not going to take the risk of going up there, going through checkout, and them saying, "Oh, we can't sell this to you till the 26th," and then you're going to piss me off. And so I'm kind of like, okay, there's self checkout. Go over to the aisle, pick up a Chromia, exact same packaging, different figures, same price. Go through self checkout, scan all my Marvel Legends. Then I scan the Chromia twice, and then I put the Chromia down, checked out, no issues, got everything I wanted. So what it is Target saying, oh, these are street dated. What the reason they're dated is because Target is going to do a reset at the end of the month, and basically what they always say is they want to make sure they have all their stuff to stock the shelves when they get ready to stock them. And so it's kind of like, you know, if you're a collector or a hunter, you're going to try to get it the best way possible. I've run into issues where on pops, when you're looking for a chase or a complete collection that comes in one box, I've had Target tell me when they brought them out, they're like, you can only have one of these in the box. Well, one is not like every single one of them. There's like 6 different characters. I need all 6. Oh no, you can only have one. And it's bullshit. What's it fucking matter? I'm going to pay the money, to buy these damn things, and y'all are being a bunch of dicks about it. That happened one time, and I looked through the case, and I was looking for the Triple H Funko Pop chase, and I ended up finding the Vince McMahon chase. And she was like, well, you're going to have one of that case. I said, okay, I'll take the chase. Took it and walked off and bought it. But I mean, my daughter could have picked one up, I guess. She was with me because they were like one per person. They weren't even exclusives or anything like that. It was just a bunch of BS is what it was. And Target does a lot of that BS. Walmart, not so much. What I'm really mad about Walmart is explain to me how you don't stock your local. When we're talking about location that is, man, Cersei is about 40-minute drive from me, and it's a distribution center. And you got Batesville, which is probably another 25, 30 minutes past that. And these are the big distribution centers for Walmart, and you can't even give us the distribution of locals, you know what I'm saying, which I think is bullshit. And Walmart employee I've been talking to, she said, just call 1-800-Walmart. She said, if I won't do anything, but you can at least call and complain. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time calling and complaining. There's no need, I guess, really. Let's see. Someone was here. Gosh, one of these days, I'm just going to have an open talk, I guess. So if there's anyone, there's 5 people watching. If any of you 5 people, the first 1 or 2 who comment that want to come on, just comment and I can send you said link to join me if you want to come on for a few minutes. Because if not, the show's going to be short. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's somebody else. I thought it was Rob Ross. Well, if you say, what the hell? Let's see. Dinsky Pro asking about the Kickstarter for talk about the Vala Kickstarter yet. Talking about that is hard to say anything because I don't want to say anything that would hurt the Kickstarter. I say go back it, and with really right at a day left, sadly, I don't feel like he'll be funded. I don't think he's going to make almost $90,000 in 24. I'm sorry, I don't see it happening. I think some of it has to do with what the G.I. Joe community has done on the His Tank forums. A lot of them, a lot of them are old school. They want their 3 3/4, which I can agree with that. A lot of the 3 3/4 fans, once they saw the, which one was oh my God, the saving grace of the whole damn thing. Um, Damn, what was it? It was the Steel Brigade. I don't know why I have such a brain fart on that, but yeah, Steel Brigade figure, and he got the rights. He got the rights to fair game, and people are like, you are taken away from the GI Joe community. No, he's not. Hasbro didn't give two shits about it. That's why it's not fucking there no more. Bobby Val owns it. Period. 24 hours left in the Kickstarter. And like I was saying, there are people I know who are 3 3/4 fans only. They back the Steel Brigade figure alone, just because it's the Steel Brigade updated figure and it's badass looking. Go to Kickstarter, look up Action Force to basically, if you want to pledge to it, you can. I think a lot of people should. He has put a lot of detailed work into this story and this, but then you got people on his tank who want to tear him down. One of them, which really hurt my feelings in a way, was a guest on Just Our G.I. Joe show after JoeCon. It was him and his son. Son, very smart young kid. And basically, the guy really kind of called out Bobby and his patriotism, which I thought was, what are you doing? I just don't understand. I just don't understand why he did that, why he said stuff he said. He served our country, thanks for doing that. But, if you're better with a gun, do that. Keep your mouth shut, in my opinion. A lot of people, a lot of hate is what it is, and it's sad they went that direction. Let's see. Same person. Oh, no, Benny. Benny asked, what is on your San Diego Comic-Con list? My list would be Ghostbuster MP10 Prime. As of right now, I have to look through the list and see what all is there. There are, I wanted to say there might be a possibility that a couple of Hasbro Selects might be there. The Shockwave, which is Shockwave. There's the Shockwave, Leader Class Shockwave done in the gray and light gray colors from that was a Radio Shack exclusive back in the 80s. Cool. It actually looks really good in the colors. There's a possibility that might be San Diego, along with Lancer, Lace, or whatever her name is. And he says that's one per person. Are you getting one, Benny? Are you wanting one? Come on, Benny. Answer my question. Come on. Are you wanting one too? Galactic Man, also known as Nitro Zeus. It's not Nitro Zeus. Don't give me that shit, Dalton. It's fucking Radio Shack Shockwave. They can call it whatever they want to. Galactic Man, my ass. I'm a man. Let's see. Oh, isn't that sweet? Paul taking his picture. And fuck you, dude. Dalton, if you're still watching that, yeah, I'll put $20 in there. Damn it, Benny said hell yeah. Are we sure it's one per person? Damn it. I mean, I know 2 or 3 guys who are going. I think Duffman is going. I need to get with him. I know Robbie Musso's going as well. I'm pretty sure that's going to be something that's going to be in the Hasbro Pulse store during San Diego Comic-Con. I'm sure it'll be pretty easy to get. I heard the price tag on that, I think, was $200. I'm not for sure if that's correct or not. I'm sure, Benny, you know. Let's see what the list is. Oh, I heard Joe's going too. The funny part is, like, I got a ticket to be in line Wednesday night to get whatever I want from the Hasbro store, and I'm not even freaking going to San Diego. I wouldn't go there. I don't know, man. It's ridiculous. $4,000. Yeah, it probably is. So yeah, that's on my list. And Shockwave Lancer. There's nothing Joe related because they killed that off. And I think there's the Skywarp. I think those are going to be exclusive somewhere. We've talked about it on Stasis Lock. Benny 164. That's not too bad. That's actually not really bad, compared to what they've added to it, like the roller and stuff of that nature. So, yeah, I'm going to have to ask a couple friends or just take my luck on the internet on that one, I guess. So I know that's really it. There's one pop I want. It is Wong from Avengers Endgame, and there's a bunch of guys here, not locally, but North Arkansas, that are going to San Diego. They said none of them have interest in getting it for themselves, so they're like, if we get in there, we'll get it for you. We'll make sure we get it for you. So hopefully that pans out, and I can give you and not have to worry about, because it's a Walgreens exclusive, and I'd rather have a Diego sticker on it if all comes down to it. But Walgreens distribution sucks regardless. It's very hard. Yeah. So that's really on my list, those two things right now. That can definitely change bidding. So someone else asked a question here. Here we go. Any news on New Jersey Collector Con? Someone will have to be Dalton, you might know. Dalton, if you're free and not working, you're more than welcome to jump on the chat. I'll put the link in our group chat. I'm not familiar with what's going on. If it's something interesting, I would definitely like to read up on it and rant about it for a minute. If anyone knows a link or something on Facebook on it or whatever the case may be. I can't believe my friends have left me high and dry on this. What? Mrs. Angry Mike says they're not the true friends if they can't come back. Yeah, Josh, I'll be very upset at you. Yeah. Someone tell me something. What's going on with New Jersey Collectors Con? There's something I need to know about. I need to go on Facebook and look real quick. Let's look real quick. New Jersey Collectors Convention. Oh, this is the one I think is done by, isn't that done by Fran? I can't remember if that's correct or not. Let's see. Oh, this is some bullshit right here. Walmart exclusives. G1 Soundwave reissue released in Canada. How the fuck? Again, distribution in the States suck. Knowing that I'm in Arkansas, in the home state, we can't even get this shit. But we got them fucking shelves full of Optimus Prime on clearance for $35. So, and that is Gears. I already have Gears, I think. Gears are more. I don't know. Gears is around here somewhere. Irritates me. Fucking Canadians get all the good stuff. Yeah, I want to take this question off. I'm going to read up here real quick on. I mean, was there something bad about New Jersey Collectors Con? I mean, door prizes. Their August 18th show in Cherry Hill. Slim Jim. Oh, the thing is beautiful looking. Optimus Prime. I want it so bad. What is this? Good Lord have mercy. Asking over $300. One guy's asking $400 for it. Wow, that's ridiculous. It costs that kind of money. But, oh, I love to get Macho Man. You get that hard to find Stranger Things, my little. Oh, what is that? The My Little Pony. Is it the upside down Applejack? Because I actually saw that at Target this morning. I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, okay, you're saying no word on it, and it's in August. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the page now. You just go to New Jersey Collectors Convention. They got their door prizes they're talking about and their event page, and that's really about it. I mean, I don't see nothing major on it. So, Benny, you get away from my burgers, dude. Fuck off. So, Benny, are you looking for the things, My Little Pony, for yourself? Let me know. My store had like, man, I think they had like 5 of them damn things this morning. I went by. Final 12 Joe Club. How long will it go? I think the next drop will take it out. 70%. I think it'll sell out. I actually personally will go and try to get an extra set. That puts like all 12 of them in like $150, $160 range, somewhere around there. Or what's in this burger she's feeding me. Benny, how many are there? I only saw Applejack this morning. I thought it was strange. Pretty cool though, how the pony's upside down, and even if you turn straight upside, the logo on its ass is turned upside down. You got the, but is there more than one? Just Applejack? That's what I need to know. Final Joe, I think it's going to go at 70%. After that, you're not going to get any more G.I. Joe figures from the club. I think it's going to be it. That's what I think. So hopefully some of y'all will actually get those the best you can. Okay, just the one. So you got yours. Yeah, I might go down there and get one just for shits and actually pretty funny looking in my opinion. Might want to check it out on eBay. Let's see what eBay says. Let's see what they say. Let's look it up real quick. eBay. Let's see what they say. Pony. Stranger Things. Here we go. $20, $15 sold. Let's see what they sold for. 25, 18 for. Yeah, not much of a markup in this was good, but to have one just for fun actually pretty good. I might go back up there and snag one for fun. Surprised they're still around at 60. Oh yeah, 60% off. Yeah, you're right. I'm totally surprised they are. Well, man, that really pisses me off at Walmart. Fucking Canadians. If you are Canadian, I'm sorry to say that, but it just really irritates me. I want that sound wave. I don't know if I'd open it or not. If you were to get a reissue sound wave from Walmart, you're probably paying somewhere from $60-ish. Would you open it? Or would you leave it in the box? G1 style box. You go away. My burgers. Nope. Looking on me. Well, if you guys got a comment or something you want to talk about real quick, I'll do that. Now I'm probably going to sign off and try to finish my burgers up. My dog trying to eat them. Go away. Don't lick me. You're not getting my burger, dude. Leave it in the box. That's what I was thinking too. Well, haha, he figured it out and left. Well, with that being said, guys, I mean, we talked, offered to let anybody in for a chat. Hopefully, the next thing, Mike, I'll just make sure I get people lined out to come on here with me, keep me going for a little bit. With that being said, the Cookie Monster is for pedophiles. Optimus is still a dick and can lick my taint. Rob Ross is the fat piece of garbage. Walmart sucks in distribution and they can lick my whole asshole. I wish the guy who did my house didn't fuck it up. So what else did I talk about? The haters for Bobby Vala's Kickstarter. Shame on you. Y'all can really kiss my whole asshole too. But besides that, it's been a fun night. Benny, when you get a chance, text me. But yeah, I know I usually get a little angry, but I sometimes try to watch what I say because I could be flagged on YouTube and taken down. I really don't want that. I enjoy doing these shows and talking trash about people or people who won't do it. You give me a topic and I'll read into it. I'll talk trash about you all day long. I don't give a shit who you are, what you're with, or who you represent. I don't care. And that's all. Excuse me, that's all it's to it. So thank you for everyone who watched. If anyone could like, share, subscribe to my channel. I got rookie numbers. I gotta get those numbers up, guys. Gotta get them up. And it just helps me out. I'm not looking to get paid by YouTube by any means of the imagination. I just wanted to get the brand that has been given upon me by Carson, not Carson. Oh my gosh, brain farts all of a sudden. Kavanaugh, James Kavanaugh bestowed upon me the Angry Mike, and Dakota pushed me to brand as it, which I have. So I enjoy doing this. I like having fun. I like shooting shit. Just need people to talk to do it more often. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Wednesday night I'll be on Stasis Lock on Primal Savage channel. Next Saturday I will be on Cybercast with G1 Hextron, and next Friday night the weekly edition of Galactic Gumbo continues. So good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. But if they do, beat them with your shoe till they're black and blue. Holler at you later.